98.3 WISS. Real news and great conversation in Oshkosh. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
For Civic Media News, I'm Connie Fellman. Madison Police Chief John Patterson was interrupted by protesters yesterday afternoon who took over the news conference called to update the public after an officer-involved shooting killed a man.
The thinness of trust in the city right now did not start.
No, we can shut this down. You can stop talking because we don't want to hear anything you've been saying. You're going to say the same thing you all say every time a black body gets shot down in this city.
Police say the man was shot after showing a knife while scuffling with officers who were trying to arrest him Wednesday. Madison's Common Council President Sabrina Madison says she wants a full, transparent investigation.
I'm angry. There's no way around it. And while we know that there will be investigations and all of that, the thing for me is that his death is final.
4 officers, including the one who fired the shot, are on administrative leave while Wisconsin's Department of Justice investigates. A $2,500 reward is now being offered to help police find whoever is responsible for shooting a dog more than 8 times in Shawano County. As we reported earlier in the week, the brown mixed breed dog, now named Sunny, was found in Maple Grove earlier this month. Sunny had more than 8 gunshot wounds, a broken leg, and multiple broken ribs. Sheriff's deputies say it appears the dog was shot several days before he was finally found on July 15th. The Center for Humane Economy and the Wisconsin Puppy Mill Project announced a $2,500 reward yesterday for information that leads to an arrest. Investigators say any piece of information, no matter how small, could prove valuable. Anyone with information is asked to call the Shawano County Sheriff's Office. Sonny is currently recovering at the Shawano County Humane Society and already has a loving home lined up once he is medically cleared. A court ruling could restore stability for Wisconsin programs that lost funding under federal cuts. A judge says the Trump administration overstepped by canceling grants based on shifting priorities. State leaders say tens of millions of dollars were affected, including support for farmers, unemployment systems, and university research. The lawsuit was filed by Wisconsin and other states. Federal officials argued they had authority, but the court disagreed. Senator Tammy Baldwin wants the Army to release its report on the Iranian attack in Kuwait that killed 6 U.S. service members in March. Baldwin says families of the fallen, along with Congress, should be told what the investigation found and what changes are being made. The attack targeted a U.S. tactical center and was one of the deadliest strikes on American troops in the conflict. Democrats have been pushing for more oversight. And that's your state news update. I'm Connie Fellman for Civic Media News.
Training camp next week. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with Sports NFL. The Packers training camp begins next Wednesday. Players already spotted arriving at the airport. On Monday, the annual shareholders meeting at Lambeau Field. The team's foundation making contributions to 9 social agencies, 5 in Green Bay, 4 around Milwaukee. A total of $1.6 million donated. Baseball, the Brewers and Rockies today, followed by the alumni game tonight with Ryan Braun, Jeff Jenkins. How's the team doing after being swept by the Pirates in Pittsburgh before the All-Star game?
Good, man. I mean, that's kind of what I mentioned in the interview a couple days ago is, sour taste in our mouth going to the break. And I'm sure people, took that a little personally and looked to strive to be better. We've seen that in the last 6 games. So Brewer Crew's doing all right.
That's Brewers pitcher Trevor McGill with Sports. I'm Mike Clemens.
It is going to be mostly sunny today with a high in the upper 70s to low 80s here this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, will drop into the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, considerably more humid with a high in the mid to upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your Daily News Roundup for 98.3 WISS in Oshkosh. Find more news anytime at WISS.FM. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.